Unity of Walnut Creek. Good morning. Oh, I like that. Give me a good morning. Okay, now let me hear you online, everybody. Good morning. Okay, I heard you. That was fantastic. Karie Hillery is leading all of our songs today. So I'm going to go on over here, and we're going to sing with her. Please rise, embody your spirit, and join us in singing.
You guys ready? Because we're ready. Let's build a circle of love. Join in a circle of love. Lift our voices in unity. In a circle. In a circle of love. In a circle of love. Joy. Let's build a circle of joy. Join in a circle of joy. Lift our voice in unity. In a circle of joy. In a circle of joy. Peace. Let's build a circle of peace. Join in a circle of peace. Lift our voice in unity. In a circle of peace. In a circle of peace. Back to love, more love. Let's build a circle of love. Join in a circle of love. Lift our voice in unity. In a circle of love. In a circle of love. Lift our voice. Lift our voice in unity. In a circle of love. In a circle of love.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. My name is Carl.
And my name is Carolyn, and we're welcome to our service. We want to greet and bless everyone who's watching us online. Your presence adds so much to our experience. Thank you for being with us.
Please join me in welcoming our featured musician, again, as I say, back by popular demand, Karie
Yes,
Hillery.
absolutely.
And she is joined by Dusty on bass, Lariah on drums. And Karie has merchandise on a table in the patio after the service, so come and get her music and say hello to her.
Reverend Kristen will deliver today's message, and the title of her message today is Sword of Truth, Shield of Love.
Before we begin, I invite you to turn your phones to silence as we enjoy this sacred service time together.
And let's take a moment to be grateful for the land upon which our center rests. This is Bay Miwok and Ohlone land.
We honor the Bay Miwok and Ohlone people of the past and also the Bay Miwok and Ohlone people of today for taking care of these grounds. We dedicate ourselves to taking care not only of these sacred grounds, but all of Mother Earth.
Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. And this is our vision. We envision a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious oneness.
And our mission is who we have come here to be. So let's say this together as well. We are a
We are
loving, inclusive community, expanding and living our divinity in sacred service for all. And here at Unity of Walnut Creek, we've identified 4 core values, and they are love, connection, service, and wisdom.
If you're with us for the first time, welcome. And if you feel comfortable, raise your hand and let us know who you are. We have a welcome packet for you over here. Thank you. So glad that you're here. In addition to, in that packet, in addition to the information there's a $10 coupon that you can use for an event or for a class that we offer here at Unity. And we're just really happy that you're here and hope that you'll join us on the patio afterwards to meet and greet other people. We also have a bookstore across the patio. There's also coffee there, so make yourself comfortable.
I think some Girl Scout cookies are still there from them. It didn't get all eaten at the 9:30 service. I didn't eat any. I brought my own food.
There's a welcome gift there too.
Oh, yes, that's right. There's a welcome, most importantly, there's a welcome gift in the bookstore for you.
Connection cards are available in the newcomer package, as well as in the backs of the seat pockets in front of you. These are for everyone, and with this card, you may submit a prayer request or request information. It's a prayer request. I'll be praying with you throughout the week.
And you may also share feedback or request information. And just please place these cards in the basket during the offering time. And for those of you that are viewing online, as you know, there's a connection cards are available on the Watch Live page for you. Well, we have several activities to highlight again this week.
So the first one starts at 1:15 today, and it is the quarterly community gathering sponsored by the Board of Trustees. This will be in a circle format in the community room, and you will be able to ask your questions and share any inputs you have, as well as receive updates on our finances and what's going on. So join us and get connected and engaged. You can bring a snack or a lunch to eat before or during the meeting, and along with your questions and feedback.
Join us for a special screening of a film, Miriam, a Woman of Bethlehem, with writer and director Victoria Rue. This will be on Sunday, March 29th from 2 to 4:30 p.m. This powerful program features 2 films exploring the faith, resilience, and stories of Palestinian women through the figure of Mother Mary, honored in both Christian and Muslim traditions. And after the screening, Victoria will share insights and will lead a question and answer conversation. And don't miss this meaningful afternoon of film, storytelling, and dialogue. And save $10 by registering online or in our bookstore across the way.
So mark your calendar for Good Friday. That's going to be on Friday, April the 3rd, coming up in a couple weeks at 7 o'clock. Since Be Love we always do the Be Love evening on the first Friday, and that's the first Friday of April, it's going to be a combination of some Good Friday things and things that Olivia and Kristen, I'm sure, are working out. So you can immerse yourself in a sacred evening of theatrical story, meditation, visionary art, and music, and with a ritual of communion and metaphysical symbolism. Olivia Robbie, is she Robbie or Roby?
Roby.
Yeah, sorry, 1B. Shares a fresh and meaningful perspective on the story of the Last Supper and Good Friday, offering a modern interpretation that invites each of us to reflect on its message and apply it in our own lives. Join Olivia, Reverend Kristen, and Cindy Tiara, and Delia Flores to Be Love on this Good Friday. Come open your heart to the deeper meaning of this sacred day and experience the power of renewal, surrender, and divine love.
Rise up. Easter Sunday is coming soon. Let's celebrate Easter potential breakthrough of human consciousness in glorious aliveness and springtime joy. On Sunday, April 5th, come gather on the joyous occasion, marked by uplifting music from the Joyful Hearts Choir, inspiration, community connection, and an Easter egg hunt for the children.
2 things here. 2 things I want to show you. Many of you got a piece of paper on your chair. If you didn't, they're going to be available. This is our annual opportunity to write a question or a burning whatever for Kristen, and she will use your inputs that she gets today or during the week. I think you can email them in too to the office.
Okay,
Yeah. But if she gets nothing from you, she'll just stand here for 40 minutes and then that's it. But I know you guys, and I know you'll ask some really good stuff. And I think wait till after her talk. I was here at 9:30. That'll inspire you to come up with something that's burning in your heart. The other thing I do want to remind you, and they're sitting back there by Genevieve, there are the updated March and April calendar of events that are back there that expand on more things than we talked about here that you can grab also.
As we prepare for our time of meditation, please join me in taking a conscious breath and affirming our statement of faith together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. We'll begin with music, followed by guided meditation and silence.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace, Salaam. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace, Salaam. Love be with you. Love be with you. Shalom, love, Salaam. Love be with you. Love be with you. Shalom, love, Salaam. Shalom, peace, Salaam. Let us allow those beautiful words for peace to commingle in our hearts and minds, along with the bird songs. Peace everywhere present. We have only to tune in, to allow what already is to be so. Peace of the song brings forward the peace across religions and cultures. Shalom, Salaam, peace. The Christian and the Jew and the Muslim together. And so much more than that it holds. Language may be different, the path may be unique to each of us, but the end result, the heart's desire, is the same. Peace for all. Let's take these moments to experience peace from within. Might hear hear the child or a bird, your own breath. Let it be a reminder that these are all expressions from the one true source. So we enter this silent time, feeling the peace from within and all around in the silence. Just as you may be feeling peace within yourself after these moments of silence together, send that peace, whatever you've touched here, the silence or your breath, the music, Karie or the bird songs. Send it to any place or any people you wish to bless. This feeling of peace, the wonderful, positive contagion of peace spread throughout the lands and the cultures and the religions and the peoples, given over to the earth and the animals and the trees, the plants. Mirroring of peace, the peace we feel in our hearts, peace we see in our vision. Sharing it, and as we share it, feeling how it expands in us. Peace becomes bigger when we share it. Our energy, our thought, our intention, our vision, our words, our actions. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding us peace is always here. We're not feeling it, just a breath, moment of silence, listening for the song of a bird brings us back. So it is.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace. Salaam. Maybe sing this with me. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace. Salaam. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace. Salam. Shalom.
Turn to somebody near you and sing to them.
Peace. Salam. Shalom, peace, salam. Shalom, peace, salam. Let's do the whole thing one more time. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace, salam. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Shalom, peace, salam. Shalom. Shalom, peace, salam. One more time. Shalom, peace, salam. I'm finding my faith, living in love, filling with hope and peace from above. As I abide in all of these, I know the greatest gift is love. The greatest small voice within me clear. Open my heart and I will hear and know the greatest gift is love. The greatest gift is love. I am opening up, looking deep down inside, learning to trust there's nothing to hide. I'm letting go of my foolish pride, claiming the greatest gift of love. I know the greatest gift is love. I am reaching out, finding answers within. Every new day brings a place to begin. Each lesson learned helps my heart to mend, knowing the greatest gift is love. The greatest gift is love. I know the greatest gift is love.
Karie. Well, good morning, everyone. So a couple of weeks ago, we ended a Peace Builders series, but the need for peace continues, does it not? I'd like to say that was a wrap, but that's not the case. We're always working, right, for peace, for love, for harmony, for all these things that. We want that peace in the Middle East right now, of course. We want peace throughout the world. We want peace in the U.S. We want peace on earth. And we want peace in our hearts and in our minds. And that's, of course, where it all begins. So sometime, and it's also the season for peace and nonviolence, by the way. So we're still right on cue to continue the work as a reflection of where we are in the world and on our journeys collectively, as well as individually. So sometimes what gets our attention is something surprising or perplexing. Have you ever noticed that? And maybe your spirit has given you a riddle or a puzzle. Have you ever gotten guidance like that, where you just had to kind of chew on something for a while and sort of look at it from different angles? So here's an example of that. The Prince of Peace says something really surprising in Matthew 10. Jesus says, and there's a slide for this, "Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword." What? Exactly. It gets worse. Hold on. He goes on to say, "For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies will be members of his own household." Now that is not the Jesus I know. What is he saying? What is this all about? Well, certainly he's getting our attention, right? So there is that. But why did he not come to bring peace? What is he saying? Why is he saying this? So there's more, of course, to this story, to these words. For one thing, we need to put it into context. So the whole chapter, Matthew 10, is about Jesus preparing his disciples about what to expect. And so he's basically sending them out with these teachings saying, it's not going to be all unicorns and rainbows here, guys and girls. It's actually going to be possibly very trying. There's going to be conflict. You might feel persecution. There's going to be divisiveness. You might experience it even in your own household. And I did not come to make all that okay. I came to sort of blow it all up, to stir it up, because that's what happens for spiritual awakening. Things have to get stirred up, right? So it's not, I don't think so much that he's saying, I want you to suffer conflict and division, and I want you to have war, I don't think that's really the story here. But I think it's a reality check to say it's not always going to be easy. I mean, how many of you can relate to the idea of division or contrast or conflict or tension in your own families because of differing religious beliefs? Anybody have that experience? Or different ideologies or different values? And yet these are your, blood relatives, the people that, so there is that experience. And the world has a dualistic, contrasting nature by design. We come from that ultimately one source of ever-present, abiding love, like a fish swimming in water that doesn't know it's swimming in water until, boom, it's out of the water, and it's like, oh, I can't breathe, right? And so there's this experience of coming into the world as a child, as a baby, and it's like, whoa, this is different. And then we learn and we grow because of it. And so I believe that he's expressing to us all these things, that it's not necessarily going to be easy. Just a little heads up here, that there's going to be these things that happen. And I'm not going to be concerned about keeping peace. And I don't want you to be concerned about keeping the peace, right? In that way that we've talked about of like, let's just push that under the rug. We don't need to upset anybody about that. That's not real peace. It's building peace, and building peace is a long-term commitment, is a process that we commit ourselves to. And it's not just peace, it's all that comes with it, right? The love and the harmony and the experience of fulfillment. So with the I bring the sword statement, I think he's admitting this spiritual awakening tool, this process that's going on, and acknowledging that we're not all going to agree on these teachings, that a lot of people aren't going to line up behind these teachings. In fact, they're going to be very much challenged by them. Let's give an example of some of the teachings, and then we get kind of an idea of like, oh yeah, there is some resistance, maybe even in us, to some of these. They were radical teachings 2,000 years ago, and some of them still are today. Like we have the power to co-create with God. Or we have the divine essence within us. We are divine in truth. I've heard other people say, oh, those New Thought people, those Unity people, they think they're a bunch of little Christs running around. It's like, yep, we do. Own it, right? I think that's in a way what Jesus is saying. Own your truth. The kingdom of heaven, another teaching, is here now. It's not some faraway place. He's saying it's here now. It's available to you now. Claim it. Lift up your eyes. See that the field is already ripe for harvest. Know it now, in the presence now. He says these miraculous healings, these things you call miracles, they happen because of your faith. The healing happens because you believe it can happen. The resurrecting from the dead, these things you will do, and greater things will you do with your mountain-moving faith the size of a mustard seed. And now when you put these together, it does sound pretty bold, doesn't it? And you can see why the people who have power, who have wealth, would be resistant to these kinds of ideas. Because, the old opiate of the masses, let's keep them all kind of under control, is blown up by these ideas. It is a sword, because it does create that kind of resistance, that kind of, oh, we can't have that. And there's a resistance for the average person who's been kind of taught, like keep your head down, stay mild-mannered, don't make waves, There's that sort of way of keep your worthiness in check, folks. Anybody been taught anything like that growing up? Yeah, through your religion, maybe through your household, through, it's just like behave, and behave means sort of contract some of that power, some of that magnificence, some of that truth. Hide some of your light so that you don't stand out. People that have been told you're too much. A lot of people get told that, right? You're too much. So these little beings, these bright lights, these children full of magnificence and power and light, learn to tamp it down, to play small. But that's not what Jesus came to tell us. Those aren't the teachings we follow. The teachings we follow say, no, that's not the truth. That you have been taught has been taught to you to tamp you down, to keep you small, and to control. But we're on the edge of something new here. And we were on the edge of something new then, and yesterday, and tomorrow, and always, right? But maybe, I don't know, maybe we feel it in a new way today. Do you think? There's definitely a collective kind of swelling, I think, a kind of feeling right now that we're on the edge of something, that we could turn a tide here. And some of us might think, oh, no, it just feels too big, too heavy. But the thing is, we're in this together, and we have Spirit. We have that shield of love with us at all times, while we also take up this idea of this sword. So, there's this system is kept in place with complacency and fear, and the system of Jesus' day was the same. And so, he came to say, let's cut through that. Let's cut out the dross. Let's cut out whatever is holding us back, whatever is weighing us down, so we can get clear about what it is we're supposed to do here. Let's get clear about our priorities. In a way, we could think of the sword not so much as a sword, but maybe like a laser, laser light beam, just complete. Because the sword, we obviously can associate with a weapon, and we might want to think of it more as something that brings clarity. It still cuts out what is not needed. It could be all kinds of things that are not needed. Jesus also said, I came, and for this I was born to testify to the truth. So maybe that sword is the sword of truth that we're really talking about, or the laser beam of truth, the light of truth. And what do we do? What are we cutting away? What are we clarifying? What are we letting go so that the clear vision can come forward? All kinds of possibilities come up. The tangle of opinions and chaos, the conflict, we want to get clear. The clear vision, the clear truth in our own hearts individually, and the knowing of what is ours to do to bring it forth. So if you're like me, you're kind of a generalist, and you're interested in a lot of things, and you have a lot of curiosities and different things you dabble in, and maybe this message is a bit of for those of us who are that way, to say, just let's get clear here. Let's let go of a lot of those extra things, and let's focus. I used to go to the library in college, and I'd be reading about everything else except for what I was supposed to be studying. So it's like, it's not that helpful sometimes. I mean, we are who we are, and we can appreciate the way that we show up. But I think this right now, this that we're calling in right now, is clarity, is priority, is like, cut away the stuff that isn't needed, even if you love it for now, and let that which is the most important rise to your seeing with that first eye, right? The clarity of the first eye. Let it rise into your heart. Let it animate your being so that your energy can be laser focused. And you can cast the light to that which is yours to do in any given moment. Sometimes that will be to be still. Sometimes that will be to receive, to nourish your soul. And sometimes it will be to get up and do something. To dare to do something that you've never done before, to push your edges. I don't know only you know what it is for you. Your own heart, your own soul, your own spirit has the true action that you need to take, word that you need to speak. It's just trusting that. It's allowing that. This idea of the laser light reminds me of Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars when he talks about the lightsaber and says, he describes it as something to be used in a more civilized age. And so perhaps we can think of that too. It's like even in the midst of war going on around our planet, we can say, that's not really part of the civilized age vision that we hold. And so let's drop the weapon and let's pick up the light and let that be the way that guides us. Think about somebody you might know has had cataract surgery, or maybe you have. Yeah, and so that what happens there is quite miraculous, right? There's a laser light, a high intensity beam of light that removes the cloudiness from the eye, that removes the old lens completely and replaces it with something new. And people report over and over again that their vision is restored to a vibrancy and a clarity that they didn't have even before the cataract was removed. The new lens allows them to see more clearly that the light, the colors, the shapes, and sometimes they can completely discard glasses. That is a miracle. That is a technological, modern-day miracle, but it's the same idea of the laser light clarity of truth that we have available to us through Spirit, that we've always had from the very beginning. It's just a matter of us saying, now it's time to pick up the tool. Now it's time to use this with a kind of precision that I've not used before. To allow my spirit to really, the nuanced understanding of what really is the best thing for me. To use my energy, my creativity, my time, my talent. What is it that is calling me forth right now? Don't let it weigh you down, even the question, because I know that can be a big question. It doesn't have to be a really big answer. Sometimes I think that's where we sort of go into paralysis. It's like, oh, no, I can't do that. It's like, no, just do the thing. Just do the thing right before you, the step that you need to take now, and then the step you need to take then. And then in the moment, what's the word I need to say? What's the best response? What will serve in this moment? It's the words and actions. That's how we wield this lightsaber, if you will, of truth. So we can look at the words, and maybe this could be something to guide us. We go to Don Miguel Ruiz, who talks about, from the Toltec wisdom, the 4 agreements. And the first of the 4 agreements is, I am impeccable with my word. Do you want to say that with me? I am impeccable with my word. Let's just read the whole description together. I speak with integrity and say only what I mean. I avoid using my words to speak against myself or to gossip about others. I use the power of my words in the direction of truth and love. It's a high bar, isn't it? And the word impeccable, sort of gives the idea of perfection, but we're not really after perfection here. We're after intent and follow through. And when we maybe miss the mark, we just try again. Because we keep intending that ideal of impeccability with our word. And maybe you'll pull something out of that description that really speaks to you like, yeah, I do tend to gossip. I'm going to stop gossiping. That's what I'm going to cut away with my sword of truth so that the clarity comes from me of what I can do with the power of my word toward truth and love. I can uplift other people. I can connect other people. I can help bring forth inspiration. I can remind myself and others of the truth and the power that is available to us, of the vision that we hold. These are the things I can lend my energy to, can lend the creative power of my word to. It's always a choice, isn't it? So maybe using a guiding question is helpful. What will serve in this moment? What will serve me? What will serve the other? And remembering that powerful impact that you can have by simply the words you choose to speak. And of course, actions matter a lot too. How we expend, our time, our money, our energy, our talent. And remember, money is just energy. So we tend to get kind of caught up in a whole thing around money. Money is energy. So how are you spending your energy? Is it lining up with what you value most? Is it a part of what your ideals are? We can take a look at how it is we are showing up in the world, kind of taking a stock of our values, the things, the ideals, the things that we hold most precious to our hearts. And then we can just look, how am I showing up in my family, in my community, in my workplace, and in sacred service in the world, and how I'm giving to the world, and how I'm nourishing myself. And then we can say, is how I'm showing up right now and the ideals I'm holding a match? And chances are there's going to be some places it does feel pretty matched up, and some places it doesn't so much. That's what we're doing. We're shining a light and saying, this is what I can illuminate. This is what I can cut away. This is what I can do to allow myself to free up my energy, to give to the way that I want to give, to express the way I want to express in the world. So your heart, your spirit, your soul knows, trusting that, just asking for guidance, and then trusting what comes. There's something called heart math cut through. Have you heard of that? Carolyn, have you heard of that? Carolyn teaches it here on the 5th Wednesday of every month. And the whole idea of cut through, from the way I understand it, is that we are cutting through with laser clarity tension, stress, deeply rooted negative emotions, whatever might stand in the way. We're cutting that stuff away so that we can get into the coherence of our heart, into the coherence of divine love, the truth of who we are. Is that about summary-ish? Okay. The teacher says it was pretty close. I meant to run it by her beforehand. But we do a great service to humanity when we really focus on one emotion that we need to cut through, cut away, eliminate for good. And it's shame. So remember, guilt is a healthy emotion that says, I did something wrong, I said something wrong, I hurt someone, I want to apologize. Shame says, I'm wrong. And that's just simply not true. And so that's something we want to illuminate and eliminate. And it's really important because I think it's the one thing more than anything that stands in the way between our humanity and the realization of our divinity. It's the big block. It's the big shadow. And the thing is, according to the social researcher Brené Brown, there are 3 things that cause shame to grow: secrecy, silence, and judgment. And so a lot of times the whole nature of shame is to push it into the shadow, is to repress it, right? If anybody knew this about me, I wouldn't be loved. I wouldn't belong. If they would leave, I would get left if anybody knew this truth about me, or if they knew who I really was, which is not the truth of who you really are at all. You can see like the whole psychology behind it, right? And how it holds us back and down in such an insidious, heavy, cumbersome, to say the least, way, hurtful way. It causes harm, internalized and externalized harm. So shame is not one of those that we want to just welcome in. We can welcome it in temporarily, but we really want to show it the door. So in the Gospels, the Gnostic Gospels that were found in 1945 in a cave in Egypt, now they're often referred to as the Nag Hammadi Library. There's a gospel that is called the Greek Gospel of the Egyptians. And in it, as we talk about Women's History Month, we can consider some of these figures from way back in history. Salome was one of the ardent followers of Jesus, and it seems like from these Gospels, a really serious student. She had a lot of questions. And so she asks Jesus, when will I know the answer to my questions? And he says, when you trample on the robe of shame. Sometimes people say the Gnostic Gospels are sort of like the secret teachings for the closest followers. And so it's like we don't find that in the canonized Bible. And maybe, the church authorities of the day don't really want us to find that kind of thing in the Bible or anywhere. So it's going to get hidden in a cave, right? But now it's out in the light. And it turns out that trampling on the robe of shame will answer our questions, will bring light to our path, will help us get really clear about who we are and what we're up to and what is ours to do. Powerful truth, isn't it? So what do? Well, we go back to what Brene Brown said, right? What do we need to do? What is the antidote to shame? Light and love. And we know how to find light and love. Shame is like the cataract to be removed so we can see clearly, so we can have a new lens of truth to look through. And so how we trample on shame is to bring it out into the light and to have a loving witness who can, what she says the antidote is, to douse it with empathy. The single antidote that Brene Brown talks about is empathy, a kind of love that holds space and love and compassion that lets somebody say what they need to say, bring it out into the light without judgment. So find somebody, if you feel like you're carrying something around that feels like shame, or you're ashamed of something, or you're carrying some secret that feels like this deep, dark secret that you've decided you're going to take to your grave, I want to encourage you not to do that because you're holding yourself back by it. You're tamping yourself down by it. You're keeping yourself small by it. You're drinking the opiate of the masses by it. And that's not any of those things going to get us where we want to go. So do humanity a favor. Find somebody who you can trust. Find a place where somebody can hold you in an empathetic listening space and tell them what happened. Tell them what you did. Tell them what you think about yourself in this. Anybody ever do this kind of work, this kind of shadow work? You feel good afterwards? It's amazing, right? The lightness, the brightness, all of it returns in a way that is so freeing, so powerful. And so often, I think in the New Thought Path, we haven't, up until recent years, talked as much about shadow work as I think is up right now for us in a very clear way, that this is a very important thing for us to do. So consider that for yourself. Things aren't always what they seem, Things aren't always what they seem. So when you look out in the world and you think it's awful, or you feel that downtrodden, hopeless or helplessness, know that there's a bigger picture unfolding, and you're part of it. And you can choose to help uplift that truer vision and make it manifest for all of us, including yourself and your personal experience. So the sword isn't really a sword, it turns out. It's a lightsaber. It's a beam of light. It's a laser beam. It's a high-tech, high-resolute laser beam of truth. The shield of love, it's not really a shield. It's more of like an all-encompassing experience of love. It's a divine love that we move and have our being in. We are the fish swimming in the water of love. And when we recognize that it's available to us, we can lean into it. We can let it arise from our own hearts. We can take a beat, take a breath, and let ourselves feel the love that is here for us. And know that love protects us. We often think we aren't safe in the world, but ultimately in spiritual truth, that's not so true. That there is a deep, abiding, protective safety available to us at all times, and it is the love of God that we move in and that we are made of. And so it's the remembrance of who we are. It's the leaning into that big support. that helps guide our path, that helps let go the anxieties and go, I can do this. I was made for this. I was made to wield this lightsaber of truth. Have fun with it. Because we are here to have fun and to spread joy. It isn't all so heavy. We can cut through the dross. We can cut through the feelings of helplessness and hopelessness because we have the tools we need. Light and love. It's all we've ever needed. So let's remind ourselves and each other, call ourselves into action. There are a few ways I'll just remind you again, some simple things you can do. Speak words of truth and take divinely guided actions. Illuminate and eliminate shame by bringing it into the light in the presence of love. And take risks because you are always shielded, encompassed by love. You want to say it together? Shall we affirm as we move forward in this? I wield the laser light of truth through my words and actions. I am shielded by love. And so it is. Thanks, everyone online.
Thank you, Kristen. I will add on one thing. There's a story about the Gregorian knot. Have you heard that story? This is a knot that is so complicated that no one is able to unravel it. And it has been told that the person that could unravel it would be the one that would be the ruler of the earth. It was Alexander the Great that took out his sword and just cut through the knot. And in the cut-through process, we use the laser of light and love and compassion to cut through those old beliefs, the pain, the shame, the trauma that we hold in our bodies. And just like a laser, you take that and you just direct it right there with our intention. And I just feel so supported by our community because in this place, there are people that I can go to and they know the connection practice that Rita Marie Johnson has taught us. And they can reflect back to me, help me explore what my feelings are and what my needs are. And with that love, with that presence, I am healed in this community. So I really encourage you to seek out those people that can be there for you like they are for me. Thank you, Kristen.
Our prayer chaplains are available after the service to provide personal prayer support. If you're a prayer chaplain serving today, please stand. You can see them all over the place.
Oh, wonderful.
In their beautiful purple robes.
Whether you have a joy or concern in your heart today, praying with our prayer chaplains is a powerful opportunity to have your intentions raised up in consciousness.
And now let's open our hearts to the practice of giving. I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with the universal law of circulation. As we give, we shall receive, because in truth there is no lack or limitation, and abundance is our true nature.
And for your convenience, there are a variety of ways to give to Unity of Walnut Creek, shown on the screen in front of you. And for those that are watching online, there is a donate button on the Watch Live page. We encourage everyone to set up regular and automatic giving to Unity using your bank's free bill pay service. Let go and let flow. That's the name of the Board of Trustees auto giving campaign. Our goal is to enroll 26 new Unity participants in 2026. And see Lola or Jen on the patio today to learn more about this and receive a unique gift just for you.
Now I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and heart and repeat our affirmation with me. Together,
Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful.
Because it's International Women's Month, and last Sunday was International Women's Day, we're doing an offertory song that focuses on women and sisterhood and women's energy. So I don't want the men to feel left out, so I thought I would preface this song with that. I'll start each new day singing, reach out to new beginnings. Each moment I am winning, trust I am learning. I'll embrace my sister's vision, sharing a greater wisdom. Each heartbeat on new mission, love resonating, peace we are creating. We'll light the way to glory, our strength is our story. Women can move mountains, love flowing like a fountain. There's only light I see, our sister energy, sparking new synergy, really strengthen me. Watch my world change before me, creating my life story, growing a greater glory. This is our season to start believing, melt the fear all around me. Let go, I'm setting it free, break through my limits, the past forgiven. It's my life I'm living. We'll light the way to glory, our strength is our story. Women can move mountains, love flowing like a fountain. There's only light I see, our sister energy, sparking new synergy, really strengthen me. Sisters, we will lift each other. We are the earth's true mothers, sharing ageless wisdom. Tears fall, smiles glisten, hearts speak, souls listen. We'll light the way to glory, our strength is our story. Women can move mountains, love flowing like a fountain. There's only light I see, our sister energy, sparking new synergy, really strengthen. There's only light I see, our sister energy, sparking new synergy, really strengthen me.
Thank you, Sister Karie. All right. Well, let's, as we bless this, let's remember that this isn't just like an exercise that we do. It is an actual, powerful, transformative opportunity. So, again, it's one of those things to recognize, what am I really doing here? That we believe we have the power to bless, right? You don't have to be ordained to bless. Everybody can bless. We have that energy in our hands. We have it in our hearts. We have the ability to see what it is that we want. So it's not far-fetched to take these offerings, to bless them, and to know that the miracle of abundant multiplicity happens. Let's try it. I invite you to bless it with me. Together, here comes. We give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives now. So it is.
We are a circle of love. We are a circle of light. Come join the circle of love. Come join the circle of light. The light in you and the light
We have a whole team here today, which feels really good. It feels good to be part of, a collective group for this. And we talked about St. Patrick's Day, because that's coming up on Tuesday. And so we were playing little games. What were you playing, Lil?
A leprechaun game, and we had to hide chocolate coins, and the other people would go and side, and then they would come out and find the coins.
Yep. Being a sneaky little leprechauns, huh? And we're doing a little bake sale, just a small little one. We have sugar cookies, cupcakes, and some homemade Irish soda bread out there for the youth program here.
So after we were done playing a couple of games out there, the Uniteens broke off, and we had a little discussion about some things that we control, things we can't control. Did you want to share what's on that? No? Okay. All right. Yay!
So we talked about anxiety, and we read a story about a relationship between siblings, and we just talked about how you should appreciate the people that you have in your life while you can.
Well said, Katie. All right, let's bless these youth, teachers, and children. Children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you.
All right. And please rise in body or spirit as we sing our closing song. And please, if you like to hold hands, make sure the person next to you likes to hold hands too.
Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. And all is well.
You are the truth and the love and the light on earth right now. So let that light shine. Have fun and spread joy.